All right, we are back with the EVGA custom tower. This is the second custom gaming PC I pulled out of the recycler. Again, this one's got the dented case, but overall everything's pretty clean. As you can see, it's all hooked up and ready for operation. Now we're just using some rather ineloquent extra stuff, but let's go ahead and flip the switch and see if we get it to boot to anything. Now, reminder, this has 2 hard drives in it, and I would be very interested to know if it powers on. As far as I can tell, I am hitting the power button on the case, and so far the power is not coming on. So, with that being said, we'll turn the case and see if we hit the power button manually on the board and see if that works. Okay, so looking in the case here, it's entirely possible I have this switch wired up wrong. So part of that is just me not knowing this case or this motherboard. I haven't bothered to look anything up, so please don't judge. But it does have a power button on the board. And nothing there. Okay, so... oh. I thought for a moment I saw it flash. Okay. It does look like we've got a little bit of a green flash here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light. Yeah, so it's almost like it's in a sleep mode or maybe a standby mode. I'm not sure. The only thing I do know is that we've had a run of hard luck on power supplies lately. So there is a chance that the power supply might just be bum. But the fact that we've got anything happening on the board is promising. Okay, so tried a couple of things to try and remedy this. I've flipped from BIOS 1 to BIOS 2 on the board. I've tried hitting the CMOS clear buttons, both the one on the board and the one on the back, to no avail, and now I'm not even getting that little flashing power light. I did check, and it looks like the switches are all aligned correctly. So honestly, I'm at a bit of a loss, with the exception of a dead power supply. If the power supply is shot, then everything kind of makes sense, but outside of that, couldn't tell you exactly what may or may not be the issue. And the tricky thing is, of course, on this particular board, that the hard drives are on the back, so it's not like I can easily just pop a power supply in. So it'll be kind of an undertaking to see if we can get this thing started. Again, a bit of a bummer if we've got another shot power supply, but honestly, that'd be the least of the worries because this X99 motherboard is pretty nice, and everything else about this, makes me want to try and save this as much as we can. So let's see if we can find a power supply and go from there. All right, so my only spare right now for decent power supplies is this old 700 watt from my computer I built 12 years ago. Honestly, I don't know if this one works, but now's as good a time as any to try and test it. And as you can see, I've pretty much stripped this one down. I would like to see if this motherboard and processor combo still works at some point too. It'd be really cool to try and revive this one, but we'll save that for another video. For now, let's pull this power supply and see if we can get it working on the other one. Alright, so first thing first is we gotta clean up this whole thing. It is caked with over, well, almost 2 decades worth of dust. Actually, more than, well, close to 2 decades, I guess. And as you can see, actually this board's in good shape, so I still hold out hope that I might be able to one day repair this rig too. Okay, so we've got the bare minimum of power hooked up. Just the board, video card. This fan, I believe, does not have power going to it, but the other ones do. So we've got it ground to the case. We're going to go ahead and give it a shot and see if we got power. Now I see that that power button is all lit up. So I'm going to venture guess 1, which is really exciting, that the power supply works. 2, which is not exciting, this power supply is probably dead. And 3, okay, well, the case switch still doesn't work. That's okay. And still, when I hit the motherboard power button, I get nothing. No fans turn on. Nothing at all. Strikes me as very strange. Well, there should be something happening, and nothing is. So I'm honestly just a little flabbergasted. I don't know why we're not getting any power on from the board at all. And with this power LED on, we should be at least seeing something happening here. So this is a little bit of a bummer. There must be something else interfering. So let's go ahead and turn this off for safety's sake to kill any current running through it and see what we can do for troubleshooting. All right, I am officially stumped. I've taken this down all the way to just the motherboard and the power supply. Nothing else, no fans, no RAM, no video cards. I flip the power supply on, the power LED lights up. I go to hit it. No beep codes, no change. I've tried clearing the CMOS, nothing. So what could be a really exciting board, this X99, leaves me to wonder, is it dead? The only thing I know I haven't done is I have not taken out and reseated the processor. I'm going to try that next and repeat this little ending. But at this point, if you've got an idea or a solution, I'd love to hear it. Okay, last ditch effort here. I took off the liquid cooler. You can see I had fresh thermal paste on it. Everything is unplugged. I'm even going to unplug. I just realized I had the hard drive plugged in here. Now that is unplugged. Now all that it is the board and the power supply. And we're going to go ahead and give it a shot here. Forgive the shaky cam. And we've got green LED on the power. And still nothing. I'm almost forced to assume that this motherboard is dead. I just don't see what else could be the issue here. I thought maybe it was grounded in the case. That's clearly not the issue because now it's not in the case. Now I know there's a bunch of stuff everywhere, but I thought maybe it was the 6-pin connector here, but as I have tried a couple of times, I can even plug that in. I can show you in real time that it makes zero difference. Swap the power supplies. The only thing that changed is now that LED actually comes on, but the only thing I don't know about is these dip switches over here are all in the on position. I don't honestly know if that makes a difference or not. I'm not familiar with this board, so if you are, I'd love to hear your take. I'd really love to get this system going. But at this point, I'm just kind of stumped. I don't know what else might need to change or might be the issue. So drop me a comment, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you are not already, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with this system and all my other videos. And once again, thanks for watching.